It's on the time with Tutor IO, and in today's tutorial, we are going to be talking about sinking fund. All right, it's going to be the introduction part to it. I'll be introducing also the formula, all right, and what sinking fund is all about. Okay, although we've done a little bit of it in the theoretical part of this course, so we're going to talk more of the calculation part to sinking fund tonight. All right, so with this being said, let's go straight into it. Okay, so we have switch up this off. I think I need to adjust my camera a bit. Okay, yeah. So we have MTH106. Where is my okay? All right. MTH106, and we are taking sinking funds. All right. I think I have the wrong marker. I think there's this other one. Yeah. Sinking fund. Okay. Now, when we talk about sinking fund, okay, we have a formula. All right. There's a formula to solving it. Okay, and this formula makes it easy to attempt. All right, the formula for sinking fund makes it easy to attempt. Now, what is the formula? Now, here is the formula sinking fund. All right, we have R equals S. All right, open parenthesis. All right, we have I over I is a ratio, a percentage over 1 plus I, close bracket, raised to the power of n minus 1. All right. Note. All right. Good evening, Miss Blessing. It's great to have you on board tonight. All right. So we have note that I, all right, I equals R over M, okay, and N equals M multiplied by T. All right. So these are the things to note about. All right. These are the things to note about the sinking fund. Okay. Now, to get our I, which is our R, all right, which is the percentage, is R divided by M. All right. M being the, all right, the time. All right. All right. M, this is T basically is the time. All right. M is the period. Okay. So I'm just going to rewrite this here so we can solve a question in regards to this. All right. R over M, and we have N equals M into bracket T. Okay, so let's attempt a question in regards to this. So I'm just going to write this here as well. R equals S. This is I have this bracket R1 plus I N minus 1. Okay, now let's take it up from here. Now, our very first question: what is in the first bracket? This is 1 plus I, ma. Miss Blessing, 1 plus I open and close brackets raised to the power of n minus 1. And we have I. Alright, Miss Blessing, did you get that? Miss Blessing, did you get that? Alright, so let's continue. Now, tonight we're not going to be taking much time, alright, because we started late. Alright, I wouldn't want to hold people down, I wouldn't want to stress us, and I would also like to use the opportunity to find out from us, alright, moving forward during our revision time, alright, if it's okay to have, alright, if it's okay to have classes around 10:30. Alright, I would like to hear from us. I would like to know what we think of that. Okay, thank you very much. So now let's take our first question. It says here, find the amount of each payment to make into, alright, find the amount, alright, are we together? Alright, amount of each payment to be made into a sinking a sinking fund, to accumulate the given amount, to accumulate the given amount. Alright, at the end, of at the end of each period, at the end of each period, payment made at the end of each period is 6,000 naira. Alright, 6,000 naira. And money earns 4%. Money earns 4%. Alright, compounded, compounded quarterly, for 2 years. Compounded quarterly for 2 years. Now we are expected to find the amount of each payment to be made into a sinking fund to accumulate the given amount. This is the given amount, this is the percentage, and this is the year. And this is the time, this is the year, time, and this is the period. So let's fit that into our formula. So we have solution. So we have our formula. Our formula is R. We don't have our R. So we have our S. Now let's first do the needful. R is unknown. S. We have S is 6,000 naira. And we have what else? We don't know what our I is. We don't know what our All right. To get our I, to get our N, we have to apply some certain formula, which is R over M. All right. And to get our N, we have M into bracket T. Okay. So now, what is our R? All right. Our R is the percentage, which is 4%, and 4% equals R equals 4%, which is equals to 0.4. All right. That's our R, not our I. All right. Our M is what? Our M is 2 years. The numbers of years, all right, is M, and we said M now is 2. All right, so now that we have our R and we have our 2, our M, then we can say is 0.4 divided by 2 to get our I. All right, 0.4 divided by 2 give us 0.7. 0.7. All right, so our I is 0.7. All right, our N, we have 2, which is our M, the numbers of years, and the period quarterly. All right, quarterly, that's 4. All right, that means 4 by 2, that should give us 8. All right, that should give us, all right, 8. Are we good to go? Now we have all this sorted out, and let's come back here. So we have R equals to 6,000. All right, open bracket. We have our I is 0.7. All right, over open bracket 1 plus 0.7 close bracket raised to the power of 8 minus 1. Are we good to go? Then we close bracket. Are we all on the same page? Are we all on the same page? Okay, so from here we can continue by saying R equals 6,000. All right, 0.7. This should give us 1 point, if I'm not mistaken. Let me confirm that. No, that should be 1.07. Let me confirm if I'm not mistaken. Just a moment. Okay, that's 1 plus 0 0.7. Yeah, 1.7. All right, raised to the power of 8 minus 1. Okay, are we together? And let's observe the raised to the power first. And basically on my calculator here I have it as x raised to the power of y. All right, so for you to use the power raised to power, if maybe on your phone, or all right, or your calculate on your phone, or maybe on your laptop. What I have here is my laptop. All right, the moment for example, now I'll just press 1.7 and I'll punch this. All right, and it's giving me the option of what I'm raising it, right, the power. So I'm just going to first erase this, then 1.7. all right, then punch x raised to the power of y, then it gives me the option of what am I using to the power, and I input 8, then I have 69.76. all right, 69.76. So from here I can still say That's 69.76 minus 1. Miss Blessing said no. Wow. Okay, that's fine. So let me solve this and I'll come back explain. All right, or let me just take a pause. Let me stop here and let me explain it to us properly. So just like we usually do, highlight the things that are essential. All right, you have quarterly and we have 4%. All right, let's not forget we are solving for sinking fund. Okay, so from here, what do we do? This is our formula. All right, do you know what R is? All right, we have S, which is 6,000. All right, to get our ratio is usually R over N. All right, to get our I is R over N. And what is our R? What is our N? Now, our R is 4%, which is this. All right, and our M is the number of years, which is 2. All right, that's why we have I equals R over M, which is 4% divided by 100. We're having 0.4 divided by 2. All right, that's how we got our 0.7. So our I, which is here, then becomes 0.7. Okay, and for M, all right, and for M, okay, so we have that as that. Now, for us to get N, in the formula we have N. This N in the formula, how do we get it? Okay, we say N equals, we have N as the period, the time, all right, multiplied by the period. Okay, number of years and the time. All right, we have N, then our M, which is the 2 years. All right, 2 years, that is the time, all right, by the period, all right, quarterly. Okay, so that is 2 into bracket 4. All right, let's not forget quarterly is a year divided into 2. All right, so we have our N as 8. Okay, so now anywhere we see N, we will change it with 8. Anywhere we see I, change it to 0.7. That's what we did here, ma. Do you understand? Okay, so this blessing, I hope you're on the same page. So from here, we can say R equals 6,000 into bracket. So we can do this. That's 69.76 minus 1. Right, that's 68.76. All right, 68.76. I have 0.7. All right, so R equals, we divide these two, that's 0.7 divided by 68.76. All right, that is 6,000 into the bracket, right, of 0.0102. 0.0102. Okay, then we can multiply, all right, which is R equals 6,000 multiplied by this, multiply by 6,000, all right, multiply by 6,000, so we are having 61.082, all right, 0.82, and we have our answer. Are we on the same page? Are we on the same page? Miss Blessing, are you there? Are we on the same page? Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much for that. So let's take something similar again. I think maybe 1 or 2 more classes we should be done with MTH106, and we can start with our revision. Okay. Now let's proceed. We have Kemi desires to get a 15,000 naira, all right, mixer in 4 years. All right, in 4 years. How much money all right must she deposit? All right, how much money must she deposit? Must she deposit at the end of each quarter? The end of each quarter. All right, in an account paying, in an account, all right, in an account paying 10% compounded, paying 10% compounded, all right, quarterly, compounded quarterly, all right, so that she will have enough to pay, all right, she should have enough to pay, okay, so we have that as that. Okay, so how much must she deposit at the end of each year? Each year in an account paying 10% compounded quarterly. Okay, now let's take out the essentials. All right, we have 15,000. We have 4 years. All right, we have quarterly, and we have in a year, and we have 10%. Okay, so we've taken out what we need. Now let's proceed. Now we have solution. We have our formula, which is R equals S. All right, we have I over open bracket 1 plus I of n minus 1. All right, then we close this bracket. All right, so we have our S, which is 15,000 naira. All right, we have our I, which is R over N. All right, we have our N, which is M into bracket T. All right, so our R, all right, our R is 0.1 all over, all right, end of each year, all right, over 1, all right, compounded quarterly. All right, so we have 0.1 divided by 1. Let's see that. 1 divided by 1 should give us 0.1. All right, so we have this as 0.1. All right, so for this, we have our M is 1 into bracket 4. All right, which is still 4. Okay, so now we have, Mr. Blessing, do you understand this? Do we understand this? All right, so we have R equals 15,000, all right, into bracket, that's 0.1, close this bracket here, parenthesis, all right, so we have into bracket 1 plus 0.1, close bracket, raised to the power of 4 minus 1. 0.1 over, now let's just take this straight, let's take it directly. All right, so we have 1 plus 0.1 should give us 1.1. all right, 1.1 raised to the power of 4 minus 1. Okay, raised to the power of 4, that's 1.461. All right, that's 1.461, 464, 1 minus 1. All right, that's 15,000. R equals, all right, so we have R equals 15,000. all right, so we have 1 point, that should be minus 1, so we have 0.1 all over 0.4641. all right, so we divide 0.1 by that. All right, so we have R equals 15,000 into bracket 0.2. All right, 155. Let's do 155. All right, so R equals, let's see what our answer is. Okay, so Miss Blessing says she have to replay it. All right, just like I said earlier on, this is just an introduction to it. All right, we should be taking another class hopefully tomorrow. All right, just to ensure we are on the same page. All right, multiply by 0.215215. All right, so we have 3,000. All right, R is equal to 3,000 R. All right, that's 232. But we can still, right, still the same thing. So we have that as that. Okay, so I think this will be all for tonight. The attendance wasn't, maybe it's because of its class was scheduled quite late tonight. The attendance is not impressive. Okay, but I believe for any of us who did meet up with the live class, you can always come back to watch the class, to catch up with the class. Right. So thank you very much, everyone. Let's have a wonderful night rest. Look forward to seeing you some tutorials. Bye bye.